Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mayfield on play action. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Browns will strike first here, this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Yeah, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Second and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Chubb will get the call running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
81 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Myles Garrett able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing 2nd half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Watson on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Watson. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second down and 3. Working out of the gun. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And again, it's Chubb. Fights him off, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on 3rd down. That's what's really baffling. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense?
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Set. 19. Watch the screen. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now it's Watson. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Browns drive about to get started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain, and some more time off the clock.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 39. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Watson. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Pass complete to Chubb, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
2nd and 11 now. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build.